Hey guys, it's Pope and welcome to the final vlog of my pregnancy. I can't believe it, but I am almost done with this journey. This little girl is almost fully cooked. I am just a couple weeks shy of full term, which is unbelievable and so exciting. I feel super ready and super not ready at all at the same time. It's like a very confusing time right now. I'm prepared in the sense of like I have everything I need and I feel like mentally ready to do this, but at the same time I'm like, holy shit, I'm about to have a baby. I am 34 weeks along now. I'll be about 35 when I post this. And so I'm halfway done with the third trimester. We are really getting into the home stretch now. So exciting. I am still managing to work out 4 times a week, which is awesome. Still feeling really good in the gym and able to keep pushing myself, which has really helped me not gain too much weight and be able to eat with some freedom, because I really wanted to take this time to not be tracking my diet or anything like that and just like be a regular human being, not be like super hyper focused on my fitness. And yeah, so I'm still doing 4 workouts a week for about an hour to an hour and a half of duration. And I started following a prenatal specific plan about 2 weeks ago. And just someone that I found on Instagram that does these programs because she's an expert in the field. She's a doula and a personal trainer. And so I started following that because I was getting to the point where I have to modify like everything I'm doing. And her program has like every modification you could dream of. So that's been perfect. And I've just been adding in my own like squats and deadlifts on top of it because I'm still comfortable doing those lifts like moderately heavy for how big I am. When I work out, I feel so much better. So when I'm like feeling sluggish or low energy, I just have to like keep it in the back of my mind. When I get done, I'm gonna have that endorphin high and that energy bump up. So it's just kind of like, just gotta get out there into the gym and do my stretches, do my core like breathing primer exercises. And then by the time I get through that, I usually like want to do the workout. I've gained 15 kilos so far, which is about 33 pounds. And so I've tipped over the 80 kilo mark, which is super weird. The number, like, there's kind of like a disconnect with me with that scale number because it doesn't even seem real. I usually walk around at like 65 kilos for reference. But I felt good about my weight gain. It was nice and steady at the rate it was supposed to be. And my biggest weight gain month was the 6th month. It was like, wow, this is going really fast. But now that I'm towards the end, it's slowed down. And these last few weeks, I've only gained like a half a pound each week, which is okay. I think I've kind of hit my near maximum and just the baby is going to grow a little bit more now. I am measuring ahead by 5 weeks. So this belly is very big, and that is attributed to me having such a short torso. Contrary to what the internet thinks, I am not a tall person. I'm 5'3" and I'm all legs. So I don't have a lot of space for this baby, so she's going straight out. We're getting cramped in here in this body. Overall, I still feel really good, but I am getting more tired. And I have to take more breaks during the day to like go lay down to recharge a little bit. I am not someone that likes taking naps, but just like laying down for like 15 or 20 minutes will kind of get me back on track to finish whatever I was doing during the day. Feeling huge and it's really hard to get comfortable, especially when I'm working for a long time because I work on my computer and it's just hard. Like even on the exercise ball now, after a while that'll start to make my back hurt too. It's just I can't stay in one position for very long. I have to like move around the house, and like lounging in my recliner like on the couch doesn't feel good. Anything slouched doesn't feel good. Right now I'm sitting in my nursery chair and this actually feels really good. Speaking of the nursery, the room is totally done and I love it so much. It's like everything I dreamed it would be. I can't really give you guys a tour because I have a really big name sign and I want to keep it a surprise for when she's born what her name is. So I can't really show you guys the nursery. I am going to try to do a little reveal on Instagram and try to maybe just blur that wall out. I'm very excited. I'm really, really looking forward to meeting this baby girl, and it feels like I've been pregnant forever, but at the same time it feels like it's gone very fast too. And I know this whole like coronavirus thing has made time seem really weird to everyone, so it's an especially weird time to be like counting down towards something exciting. I posted on my Instagram story one of those question forms so that I could do a Q&A on this video, all things about my pregnancy. And I picked some of those that were kind of the most common or things I haven't really talked about yet. And before I get to those, I want to show you guys my full transformation from like start to finish of the pregnancy. I think that'll be cool to kind of flip through the photos that I've taken. It's so crazy now to look back on the pictures when I was like small, because I'm so used to being this whale now that I like forget what I used to look like. So it's kind of cool for me to put those together. All right, first question on my Q&A. Was being pregnant something that you planned? Yes, this was a planned pregnancy, and we were very lucky to get pregnant on the 2nd month of trying. So definitely counted my blessings that we got pregnant really fast. Daytona might have been on the list of baby names as a joke for a while. Can you go over how you prepped for a home birth, and are you planning on doing a water birth? I am planning to do a water birth as long as I make it to 38 weeks. That is the timeline my midwife gave me. She said it is safe for us to do the home birth at 36 weeks, but she wants to wait until 38 weeks at least to do the water birth. So fingers crossed we get past the 38 mark, because I would really like to do the water birth. As far as prep goes, basically my midwife had me order this big kit, and it came with like every supply we could possibly need during the birth to take care of both me and baby, to clamp the cord once that's ready, and to do her footprints and the little prick they do on their foot, all the things for the birth certificate. Anything you do in the hospital, we're gonna do at home. My husband and I also took a natural birthing class. It was over a course of 4 weeks, and it was actually with a private instructor, and she was really, really good and got so much out of that class. And that is a lot of the reason why I feel confident in my choice to switch to a home birth. I've also read a lot of books. The book that went along with the class is called Active Birth, and that book is super helpful. All that being said, birth is unpredictable. It might not go my way. I might end up in the hospital. I might end up having to have a C-section, even though I don't want that. You just never really know what cards you're going to be dealt. So I'm also keeping an open mind that even though my plan is a home birth, and I want to have a water birth, and I want it to go this way and that way, this might not go to plan. But I'm really hoping that it does. What are you most excited for, and what are you the most nervous about for motherhood? I am most nervous about the newborn stage. My sister and I are 13 years apart, and I had a very big role in helping raise her, so I know firsthand how difficult the newborn and baby stage can be. And after really helping out with my sister and knowing like a lot of how this goes. Adding on a hormonal adjustment to that is pretty intimidating to me, like how hard this could possibly be, like raising a tiny human right at first. I'm most excited about teaching her things, like teaching her how to do cartwheels and teaching her weightlifting eventually, or whatever her interests are that I can kind of share my expertise with. And I'm also very much looking forward to watching my husband bond with her. His main concern when we found out it was a girl, he was like, oh, she's not gonna want to do stuff with me, because he likes doing a lot of like outdoorsy stuff. But we had a lot of talks about like girls love spending times with their dads doing whatever. You just got to show them how to do it. So I'm really looking forward to like watching that unfold. I'm also really excited about dressing her in all kind of cute outfits, eventually like braiding her hair and cuddle time, and just like watching her learn about the world through like naive eyes. I think it's just gonna be a really cool experience to watch her like grow and learn everything. How do you stay positive about your body image as your body changes? A lot of people ask me this one actually. I honestly have felt very good about my body throughout the entire pregnancy, and I have been able to keep a positive body image. I wouldn't say that it's easy to do that, but like I've worked hard at maintaining that. I think that what I do with coaching nutrition and having coached so many women through pregnancy and coached so many women through the postpartum period, getting back to their like fitness lifestyle and getting back in shape or losing the baby weight, all of that has really given me like a lot of examples. So I knew exactly what to expect, and I think that really helped my mindset for my own pregnancy. It wasn't like a shock, any of these things that were happening to my body, even though I personally haven't done it before. I've watched it a lot of times, if that makes sense. I also have kept it really good in perspective that this is just a season. It's only temporary. It's not going to last forever. Yes, some things about my body are probably going to change forever, but big picture, most things are going to go back to the way that they were before. And I also just trust in that I'm a really hard worker, and I know that I can get back in shape. I'm not going to be one of those people that just like has a baby and gets lazy and that's the end of that. That's definitely not me. So I know I'm going to work my butt off to get my physique back in shape as much as possible. So that kind of helps me navigate through all the changes as well. I will say one thing I have struggled with only recently is when it comes to like sexy time. I just do not feel hot anymore because I'm so big. Throughout the pregnancy up until literally like the middle of this 3rd trimester, that hasn't been a problem at all. And it's just now like it's really hard to move whatsoever, and there's a lot of grunting just to roll over, and it's just like figuring out what position is gonna work. I know this is not like a popular topic, but it is something that I've struggled with a little bit recently. Throughout the pregnancy until now, I actually did feel like hot in the bedroom, even though there's this baby like in between us. But now that I'm just so big and everything is so hard and it's hard to be comfortable, it's just, the struggle is real. Have you received a lot of criticism for continuing to lift while pregnant? So obviously the answer is yes to that. And it has been increasingly frustrating. I don't know if people don't realize it or they just don't care, but it is, to me, the ultimate insult to tell a woman that they're putting their child in danger. And these people are saying this with zero information to back it up. And it's just like mind-boggling that someone would shame a woman for taking care of themselves while they're pregnant. Like the first half of my pregnancy, I had an OB team taking care of me. The second half of my pregnancy, I have a midwife and a midwife's assistant taking care of me. And then overseeing the entire pregnancy is my general practitioner through SteadyMD. So all in all, I've probably had 7 medical professionals in the field of obstetrics encourage me to keep lifting. But then I have these random people on the internet being like, what you're doing is dangerous and you need to stop. You need to go sit down. Ugh. Ugh. All I have to say is ugh. I would never do anything that could potentially harm my child. I will say though, the positive comments and the positive messages have far outweighed the criticism like 100 times. So it's worth it to subject myself to some of those comments because I know sharing my journey has helped a lot of people. I get messages every day, literally, from other pregnant women saying that I'm helping them. So at the end of the day, I'm just taking one for the team and it's worth it. Do you have a plan for resuming lifting post-baby and do you have a timeline? This will totally depend on the level of trauma that my body experiences during the birth. So I don't really have a totally mapped out plan because it's just going to be kind of wait and see. Going to follow a postpartum specific plan to start out with. I don't know which one yet because just like at the end of my pregnancy here, I would rather follow someone that's an expert in this field's programming versus come up with my own like I did for majority of my pregnancy. And then once I feel comfortable that I'm like strong and stable enough to lift on my own again, I'll go back to writing my own workouts for a while and get back into weightlifting. I do want to compete at nationals this December, but that might be too soon. It might be too ambitious. It's just gonna be a wait and see. I'm definitely gonna compete again. I just don't know when yet. What has been your favorite purchase so far? Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this one. This is my baby girl's bassinet. It is the cutest thing in her nursery and it rocks. So this is where she's going to sleep for about the first 6 weeks. I'm actually gonna move this into our room so she can co-sleep with us. And it has the Snuggle Me inside. I'm so excited to see her in that. And then this gown my great aunt made for her is so beautiful. I just love it. Now I'm going to head out into the gym and go get ready for a workout. I have some deadlifts to start out today and it's gonna be a fun one. Y'all can see there's a big belly in action. today. I was feeling really good. Actually, yesterday during my workout, I was feeling really big and heavy, and today I felt a little bit better, a little more agile at least. So yeah, that was a really good one. I was really happy with how the 80 kilo triple on deadlift moved because it was actually really easy and nothing was like breaking down on my form. That's pretty heavy for how far along I am now in terms of my regular weightlifting numbers. That is not heavy at all. I can snatch that for a triple, but for right now I feel pretty good about that. It's fun to lift a little bit of weight at least. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel because the next video is going to be all about the birth of my little girl. I'm so excited. I don't know if I'm gonna film any of the labor, any of the delivery. I'm gonna try to at least film the delivery for myself for a keepsake. I don't know how much I'm really gonna be up for being on camera at all, but I might set up like a tripod far away. I don't really know what it's gonna be like, but I will at least do a video on the birth story and introduce you guys to my girl. Can't wait. See you then. Bye.